Okanagan High School is in crisis, with the numbers of enrolled students dropping lower and lower every year. The school is set to shut down after its current first-year graduates. However, second-year Honoko Kawasaka refuses to let it go without a fight. Searching for a solution, she comes across a popular school idol group, A-Rise, and sets out to create a school idol group of her own. With the help of her childhood friends, Ume Sadawa, Kotori Mina, Hako formed Yu as a muse to boost awareness and popularity of her school. Unfortunately, it's all easier said than done. Student Council President Iri Aye opposes the establishment of a school idol group and will do anything in her power to prevent its creation. Moreover, Hako and her friends have trouble attracting additional members, but the Love Live, a competition to determine the best and the most beloved school idol group in Japan, help them gain the attention they need. With the contest fast approaching, Honoko must act quickly and diligently to try and bring together a school idol group and win the Love Live in order to save Onozaki High School. Love Live project is a part of the Love Live multimedia franchise co-developed with Dankiji Magazine. In 2015, idol group Yu was Japan's 8th best-selling musical act, selling over 800,000 CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray. The series also released a mobile rhythm game titled Love Live School Idol Festival for iOS and Android, developed by K-Lab, which was released in 2013 for Japan and 2014 for English users. As of March 2020-2016, the game has surpassed 25 million users worldwide. This has a sequel, a second season, an OVA, and tons of other spin-off and alternate settings. This anime has about 13 episodes, from January 6, 2013 to March 31st, 2013, based off of another series as well. Slice of Life, musical and school. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode and rated PG-13. Now let's get started into the review. What I really like about Love Live School Idol Project is that it takes a different twist on the idol genre, and what I mean by that is normally there's a lot of different types of idol genre animes out there. You have to figure out which one truly stands out from the rest. And when people normally hear the word idol, they think, oh, it's like a bunch of girls or guys, or a mixed combination of, that have a very popular fan base, having it either outside the world or inside their school. The music can be just based off of very simple stuff, and the core are very, very simple, and most people just don't watch it. Now, at first, when I did watch this, I wasn't hesitant. I just was aware, because I have watched a few that were more idol based on ice, more of an ice musical performance. But I feel like in terms of these characters, I feel like, a lot of the memes come from here basically, and I feel like if you've seen Love Live, you've seen the memes or the audio trailer that goes Nico Nico Nico. So I won't go any further than that, but I feel like the simple plot for Love Live is very straightforward, but easy to follow, and it's very enjoyable, and you won't get lost in. I feel as far as the story goes, anyone was after watching the first episode that the main character and her friends try to save their school from closing down, trying to attract new students and increase their enrollment is by getting popularity through the form of creating this school idol group, and as they're called, the Muse. I think also the structure they had down, most packed with the story, went really well. I think out there several some twists here and there, and not gonna spoil it, but I feel like overall that's what kind of it aimed to do. The plot had a good foundation going for it for the anime, and you constantly persisted. It didn't change, didn't waver as the story kept progressing. I think there's nothing else much to say besides all the twists and turns that you'll see in this anime when you do watch it. I think the plot really feels well for the anime, as the title suggested, and it's really interesting. I feel like the theme overall is I feel like the determination is really in your face to never give up, no matter what obstacles you might face in the road ahead. Especially remember that your friends are always there with you every step of the way. They're stick by your side, and friends are always there to help you get through thick and thin. And that's kind of just how all the characters develop in their own way, and especially how the characters develop as they're producing this idol group, especially with the school president trying to stop it, and they just tackle with each hurdle she throws their way. And I think they'd be very successful in that type of aspect of trying to create this group to prevent their school from shutting down. I think it's a good aspect to tie that all in together, especially with the 3D character models for the songs and the choreography. It works really well, and it is a 3D characterization is not your thing, then it might be too much for you. But I think just give it a try because the graphics are very mind-blowing, the animation is very stunning, and the art style works well for what they're trying to produce here. I feel like for this one in particular, like for like the idol group, with the girls' bodies are representing at a normal appearance, like they're not physically out of proportion, and you know, each of the girls have realistic body figures for once, and they're not, you know, overly sexualized. You know, look what an actual girl, high school girl looks like, you know, pretending they're not sexualizing the girl like how most anime do over like high school girls, you know. And I feel like, you know, I feel like this anime would have been totally different if they did tweet that, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad that they left the girls alone. You know, and I'm glad that also the characters have their own distinct personalities, distinct traits, and motivation and goals as they're forming this idol group in this series. I feel like all the characters, you'll probably have a fan favorite or pick up a favorite character that you kind of relate to on some level. I won't go and track who I like, I don't get into way, but overall I think the group has a good way of showing each girl how they shine the best in the time to shine in the spotlight. And I feel like also, like, you know, you see the girls like develop and come out of their shell, you know, and develop with their friendship and create these bonds that help them get through the period, kind of save their school and compete in this contest to gain the popularity they need to keep their school up and running. I thought was a very well, you know, way to interpret the story. Overall, I feel like Love Live, it's a good trio full amazing anime with lovable characters, and like the sequence for the animation, spectacular music will have you singing like days on end and have like the song just constantly repeat in your head like day after day. Overall, I feel like, you know, it's a really good anime to get into if you just want to start very clear, something very simple, you know, and then this is kind of like direction you kind of want to head in with School Love Live. But definitely check out for yourself if you haven't already. Until then, bye.